Okay, let's try that again. Let's restore the chat. Okay. Sorry about that, everybody. I just had to. I have no idea how to. Hopefully, people can rejoin, and I'll get the chat back, and then we'll start picking a winner for the Manhattan giveaway, which would be super cool. Right, how do I get this pop out chat? Okay, I'm just waiting for people to come on in. I apologise to everyone who I just kicked out of the stream. That was my bad. Come on, chat. There we go. Hi, everyone. Sorry for ending the stream just there. We're back now. I'm fine being a YouTuber. I'm quite good at recording, editing, publishing, thumbnail design, all of that stuff. But live streaming is a completely different beast. The thing they don't tell you about live streaming is how exhausting it is on your voice, especially as somebody who is pretty, I don't know, I'm quite like vocal and upbeat, and that amount of energy is quite difficult to keep up throughout the whole course of a live stream, even a relatively short one, like an hour long. That could be quite difficult because, of course, my YouTube videos are only about 20 minutes long and they're edited. So, yeah, having an unbroken stream of energy is pretty tough. So I have a lot of respect for full-time streamers. Anyway, we are back. Let me log into Upland. We can chat about Upland, and that'll be cool. Let's have a look. Verify that I am not a robot. Now, sometimes Upland can be quite heavy on the on my computer, so hopefully it's not going to ruin the quality of the stream at all. But if people have questions about Upland, I'll be happy to go through them. But first of all, the real reason I wanted to start this stream, I wanted to make sure that I had a live stream when I was drawing the winner for the Manhattan Townhouse, which was a competition that I presented last week on the channel, which was hosted by Lackey is the name. So basically this guy, Lackey, he won the Manhattan, what was it, the ornament contest for Genesis Week, which was very exciting. And yeah, in order to celebrate that, he just gave away a bunch of New York City townhouses, one of which is in Manhattan, and that is the one which I'm going to be giving away right now. So I've already closed the entries, so hopefully all of you who wanted to enter that has already posted your comments. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a random comment picker from that video, and we're going to see who is the winner. So let's have a quick look at that. And hi everybody to everyone who is just joining. That is it's super cool to have you all here. Yeah, live streaming is a bit of a different, it's a change of pace. So yeah, let's oh look, there's me. There's my own live stream. That's kind of weird to see on the front page. Right, so if I go to my channel and oh, look at that. There's a section for channel members. That's cool. Hello to all of my channel members, by the way. Thank you so much. If there are any channel members in the chat, you should get like a little icon next to your name, which is pretty cool. Right, here we go. This is the video for the contest. So win a Manhattan townhouse. And I'm just going to copy that URL. Go on to the comment picker. Let's make sure nobody's got any major issues. Cool. Right. URL has been entered. filter duplicates, so 1 entry per person. Just top level comments. Right, no exclusions. We're all happy. So, get the comments. How many people have entered? Oh, the capture is wrong. Oh, there's a capture. 9 plus 6, that's 15. Get comments. It'll let me know. Oh, 171, blimey. Okay, there are 171 people who have entered to win this Manhattan townhouse. And we're going to start and pick a winner right now. So hopefully this is all on the stream. Good luck, everybody who's watching this who has entered into this competition by posting a comment on my last video. Here we go. We're going to find out who's going to win. Look at all these names flying by. I recognize a few of these names. The winner is Prashant Gupta, who says in my what is your #1 city that you want to see in in Upland? He says London for sure. Will give tough competition to Manhattan and San Francisco. I agree. I said in the video that London is my #1 pick for a new city in Upland. I'd love to see it. If anything could compete with Manhattan, surely London could be it. London is a much bigger city than Manhattan, of course. But yeah, Prashant, congratulations. Oh, I just clicked something. So yeah. Oh, I'm assuming you're not watching, so I will find out who you are and I'll reach out. But yeah, congratulations. And that's kind of the first bit of the stream done. So let's have some fun. Yeah. So I'm going to start answering some questions. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be here, but I just thought it would be fun to have a chat with you guys. So yeah. Please let me know if the stream quality is okay as well. So let me just close some of these tabs. There we go. Right. Let's see. Well, who's commenting? Heiberg says, Radish, do you think it's going to be Vegas as the next city, or do you think they'll fool us and pick something else? That's a good question. I am 99% sure that Vegas is going to be the next city. I was kind of like 75% sure before, because it just kind of made sense. Like Vegas, it's an NFL city, and Upland seems to be going through all the NFL cities as part of their partnership with the NFLPA. The pricing of the city kind of makes sense. Obviously, the Genesis Week event is in Vegas, so that kind of makes sense. But the thing which really tipped me over the edge was that in one of the communications, Upland referred to Vegas as the City of Lights. And there was a piece of promotional material which had, within the code, there was some hidden like binary or something which translated out to the City of Lights. So Upland, I've never heard Vegas being called the City of Lights before, but Upland has been calling it that. So that's the only thing that matters. We're talking about Upland. The Upland team seems to think that Vegas is the City of Lights, and they hid that text in the promotional material for Genesis Week. So I think, as far as I'm concerned, that's confirmation that Vegas is going to be the next city. I would be absolutely stunned if it was somewhere else. Now, there's a lot of creak. My door's creaking a lot because my window is open. So let me just shut that. There we go. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. I'm already preparing a Vegas collection predictions strategy thing. So yeah, I'm going to be fooled if it's not Vegas. All of that work is for nothing. But it's a pretty magnificent city, isn't it? And I'll be there. Is anybody in the chat going to be in Vegas? Who am I going to be seeing? It's quite a flight for me. I'll be there with my partner. So she hasn't been on the channel before, but she does want to make more. She wants to make some videos with me, and she does play Upland. So yeah, It'll be good for both of us to meet you guys. Right, who else have we got? We have Brandon Diaz. Thoughts and speculations on bringing or bridging to ETH and Solano. That's a good question. One which I don't think, I'm going to disappoint you. I don't think I can provide much uh, much on that, to be honest. Like I'm sure all of us here have investments in crypto one way or the other, but aside from that, aside from price speculation, and I know a bit about the utility of these different tokens, I don't really understand how the bridging thing works. I'm not super good on that side. So, yeah, I'm sorry. It's not my area of expertise, but I do appreciate the question nonetheless. Star Crypto says, any chance we can see in-game messaging or the ability to send a counter offer? Oh my god, please, yes, I really, please, Upland, if anybody is watching, I'm going to split this into two parts. So, in-game messaging, yes, actually, I can prove it. Hang on, Upland Roadmap 2022. This is something which I like to refer back to because back in March they actually did a roadmap update, and they basically acknowledged, like, yes, we have loads of things on the roadmap that we're falling behind on. So back in March they did a whole refresh and they redid like a bunch of the timings, and so far they've held up to all of the time commitments on their new roadmap, and the ability to send messages in game is on this new roadmap. Where is this? What else we're working on in 2022? Dang it, I can't. Where is the actual roadmap? If anybody has a link, I'd appreciate that. Oh no, it's fine. Hang on. Roadmap. So the ability to send messages in game is coming, like 100%. I just wanted to check specifically when it's coming. I can't remember if they've got a date for it or not. But that's happening. The ability to send counter offers is a bit trickier because it's technically not on the roadmap, but it is on the feedback form. So for those of you who aren't aware, if you go on the Upland Discord and there's like a feedback channel, if you click on that, I know for sure that Upland have been working their way through the highest rated stuff on the feedback form. So if you find the post for counter offers and vote that up, that will basically push it up on their priority list, because please, counter offers, that'll be amazing. Right, metaverse mechanics, what have we got? We want to talk about in-game messaging, segmented in-app messaging. So I don't know if that is what we want. I thought in-game communication is here, and it's on the short log. So I think that means it's in the short-term plan. What is segmented in-app messaging? Does anyone know what that is? I'm not sure if that's what we're looking for. It doesn't really say, but it says that it's pretty much done. It just needs to be added into the game. Let me load up the chat. Hey, Monopoly Mike's here. How's it going? I like your what is it? Your exclusive level badge that you've got there next to your name. Very cool. So yeah, segmented in-app messaging is coming very soon, and then in-game communication a little bit further out. Sorry, counter offers. Counter offers I really, really want to see. In fact, when that comes, I think that's going to completely revolutionize the way that people do deals in Upland. Because at the moment, it's sort of like that whole bit of the game isn't really being utilized to its fullest extent, being able to like offer. It seems to be abused more often than not. People just send like lowball offers in the hope that people either misclick or don't know the value of what it is they're trading, stuff like that. But if you could do counter offers, yeah, I'd be sending offers all the time. That'd be really cool. Brandon Diaz says, what is your ultimate plan with Upland? Blimey, ultimate plan? You make it sound like I'm some world leader with grand ambitions, and I'm not saying that I'm not, but what is my ultimate plan? I think we're all here for the same reason, right? We all want to make a whole lot of money playing Upland, and right now I'm feeling pretty good about it. I know that the market has been pretty stable recently. Stable to declining. There's been a lot of city releases. Like even the Spark market has kind of been dipping. I'm not deterred. The whole global market is struggling at the moment. I'm just accumulating properties. I'm taking part in every city release, with the ultimate objective that if this thing really takes off, we're going to be in a fantastic position to take advantage of that. Because as a premise, Upland absolutely could be absolutely massive. That's the reason that I'm playing Upland. It's not like I don't know about these other NFT metaverse games, right? I do, and I've even looked at a couple of them. But Upland is the only one which really has that mass market appeal for me. First of all, the fact that it's got an app is huge. I think people really underestimate how difficult that must be for Upland to maintain something of this scale on a mobile app. That's crazy. If you want to get that Facebook crowd in, you've got to have that. And Upland is really the only people who are doing that at the moment. And also, and I know people moan about this all the time, but like the fact they do keep releasing new cities, like this is not every action that Upland have taken so far in terms of their marketplace. It's clear that they're trying to make it as accessible to join as possible. And it's kind of frustrating for those of us who are already in and have quite a lot, invested in it already. But I think long term, we're going to be so happy that they've made this decision, because we want as many people as possible. We want millions of people. We want them in here, taking part in this economy, even if they're only able to buy, 2 or 3 FSA properties in Detroit or whatever. Just get them involved in that ecosystem, and then over time, it could become like a GTA Online kind of thing, where people have like businesses and there's racing and there's people collaborating in cafes, or there's people already who have been making like in-game businesses with stocks and which can be bought and sold. And it's unbelievable what people are doing with the very limited number of options you have available in Upland right now. People just are very enthusiastic about this game. It's the community that's going to make or break it. So, yeah, ultimate goal, get rich. Yeah, so best of luck to us all. Who else have we got in the chat? Hi everyone. Avinash, I have already done the giveaway. It has been won by a pleasant fellow called Prashant Gupta. I'll be reaching out to him. So he is the winner of the Manhattan townhouse. So congratulations to Prashant Gupta. What else have we got? I think I've been answering everyone's questions. If I'm accidentally ignoring anyone, please let me know. Keith K.O. Olsen says, do you have any insight on how racetracks will be built and used? I've got a couple of videos planned specifically about racetracks, because we have the Upland Racing League, and they've recently published a set of criteria that all racetracks sort of have to meet to be part of their official league. I think Upland Racing League are onto something really cool here, actually. They're kind of trying to be not just like a team or not just a track, but like one level above that. They want to be hosting the whole tournament, providing a framework to that, which I think is great. So I will do a video specifically on how racetracks will be built and used. But there are so many. I've been stunned. I've just been looking around. Actually, we should have a look at a couple of racetracks because there's so many which I hadn't heard of. But I was like, you know, there's like roads being built around, which is really cool. So yeah, I'm particularly interested to see the Bourbon Street racetrack in New Orleans. Although I'm a bit sad because I actually owned a property there. I sold it for like 300k, which I thought was an amazing deal. And now the floor there is like 1 million because it's one of the most famous streets in the whole world. And they're making a racetrack on it, so never mind. Who else have we got? Oh my god, do you know anything about tax rules? I believe the tax rules are based on your local rules. So whatever country you're in, do your own research. But yeah, so for me, it's the UK. In the UK, you have a certain amount of like trading allowance, and then anything above that, well, you got to report to the whole thing. You just basically report what you cash out in profit, and yeah, you'll just get it's all sorted out by the tax people. But I don't provide that kind of advice, so yeah, just check that out. Question on the auction. I'm not allowed to sell my account, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what this question is actually. My auction. I'm not allowed to sell my account, but auction all properties at once. Yeah, I do. I need to host more live auctions actually. I'm going to try and limit the number of properties in a single auction because last time I did like 20, 25 properties. That was too much, to be honest. I couldn't keep that up. I don't think the viewers could keep it up, so I'm going to try and limit it to about 10, maybe 15 properties at a single auction, but then try to make them more regular. I was hoping to do them every week. I'll see if there's a demand for that. It might be every couple of weeks, but I know that some people who have become channel members especially are very keen to see more auctions because you get priority auction slots, and that will be particularly relevant if I start limiting it to 10 properties per auction, because that would mean you are guaranteed to get a property on my auction. So yeah, keep an eye out on the channel. I will make an announcement at least a week before any new auctions are brought in. What else have we got? Oh my god, how do you pronounce this username? What is this? Is this Leet speak? Tepel3. Do you have plans to make a node in Las Vegas? At a very top level, everything is on the table. It's assuming that Las Vegas is the next city, which I think it is. But then it also depends on the neighborhood boundaries is the most important thing, right? So any node that I do is going to be very carefully chosen because I want to make sure that all of my nodes kind of feel really special. So first of all, I don't like having nodes in collection areas. So any nodes which I do in Las Vegas will be announced after collections are revealed. I also like the neighborhoods to be small, but not like tiny. So Holliswood in Queens is like the ideal size. I love the Holliswood node, so big shout out to everybody who's involved in that. The thing I love most about Holliswood, as well as its location near the station and its size, I love the fact that from the sky, it looks really cool. Like all of the roads are curved. I keep talking about it, but it's the only neighborhood in the whole of Queens that looks like that. I think I'm zooming in on it. And all of the streets are named as well. Like, it's absolutely awesome. So if I was to make a node in Las Vegas, it would have to have a similar feel. Like, I don't even have the neighborhood lines on, but I can already tell it's over here because this is where all the curvy roads are. You can see it from miles away. I think we're up to about 10% build. We're up to like 10% properties built here in Holliswood now, so that is crazy. I'm not sure if the floor price has risen recently. I'm starting to accumulate more UPICs to try and buy more stuff in Holliswood because I believe in it so much. I think we're easily going to go to 100k. Easily. If we keep on building this up and I get my racetrack in place, which is something I do want to do, yeah, so keep an eye out on Holliswood. It's not too late to get in. If you think it's expensive now at like 70k, blimey, are we at 70k? We're gonna go to 100k. We're gonna go to 150k. It's only gonna keep going up. So thank you everybody who's building in Holliswood. What else have we got? Have I skipped anyone else's questions? I don't think so. Brandon Diaz says, when do you think eventually we'll have immersive experiences in the buildings? Yes. That's all I could say. Yeah, I'm almost certain we will. But I don't know to what extent or how that will look. I heard that the functionality already exists. I don't know if there's some people in the chat who have who are sort of OGs in Upland. This was before my time, but my understanding is that back in Halloween of 2019, or was it Christmas? It was sometime in 2019. People were able to submit like video clips and then assign those to their properties, so that if somebody visited a property and then clicked on it, it would go like into the house and then it would play a video. So Upland have already tried out some kind of in-house interactive experience. So the functionality works is all I'm saying. So Upland clearly have it on the mind. I'm sure they're well aware that that is a major appeal of the whole metaverse thing. So yeah, just keep an eye out for that. I think that'll be really important. It's from Rumpelstiltskin Repelstrilche, but if you switch, I'm not even going to go into that. What a fantastic username. Here we go. Maurice Cyclone asks, with the flooding of Spark and the move to real-time travel, what will the future of treasure hunting be like? I'm not an Upland staff member, so I can't comment too much, but treasure hunting will have to be completely redone. When real-time travel comes in, yeah, because for those of you who aren't aware, at the moment, if I was in Queens, for example, I'd be able to, hang out at my house in Holliswood, and then if I wanted to head over to a meta-venture in the same city, say if it's located on the west side in, what is it called, Long Island City, I can just send my explorer there, and he just jumps over there, and everyone's happy. When real-world travel comes into the game, you will no longer be able to jump from one side of your city to the other. You'll have to get in your car or walk if you don't have a car, and it will be kind of mapped to how long it takes you to do that in the real world. So just like traveling from one city to another by plane, takes a certain amount of time, all movement interactions, including traveling within the same city or the same block, it will be scaled down. So treasure hunting at the moment is quite reliant on the fact that you could just teleport from one side of the city to the other. What happens when you can no longer teleport from one side of the city to the other? Suddenly it's not feasible to be able to find a treasure in 5 minutes. So what's going to happen there? I don't know. That's going to be really interesting. I don't know if treasure hunting will be completely redone, but Edan has said in an interview that they're doing lots of developments to try and work their way towards real-time movement, but don't expect that in the game until 2023. So we've got a little bit of time to speculate on that. What else have we got? Monopoly Mike. What are your thoughts on collections versus nodes? I feel like nodes will be more valuable over time. That is a good question. Well, don't entirely separate the two, because nodes will presumably one day become collections. That was kind of the original concept of these nodes, was Upland confirmed that collections won't just be dictated by Upland themselves. In fact, if a group of players got together and built up a neighborhood and put lots of personal residences there and outdoor decor and businesses, that they would become collections. So, yeah, nodes will have value in part because they'll become collections. But certainly in the last couple of city releases, it's felt like nodes are faring better than than collections, doesn't it? My Holliswood node, I think the floor there is like 65,000 UPIX. That's pretty good. That's better than most of the collections in Queens. So, which I'm very happy about. I wish I'd bought more. Next time I'll be trying to get more of my. But that was one thing which I really, one thing I tried to do with Holliswood to sort of emphasize its legitimacy. I only owned 3 properties in Holliswood before I announced the node. Because I didn't want it to be seen as like a, like a pump, just to pump up my own properties. Because you do get people who own nodes, and they just grab like dozens of properties, and they're like, "Hey, let's pump this neighborhood up, and then I'll then I'll be rich." No, that's not what Holliswood is about. That's not what any of my future nodes are going to be about. I will announce the node, and then I will buy it with you guys, and we'll build it up together. And I've spent an incredible amount trying to incentivize people to build in Holliswood. So yeah, we're all happy here. But yeah, nodes and collections. I don't know if I can say one will be more valuable than the other on average, but I'm certainly speculating in both pretty hard, and I think this is the best time to be starting up a node, because of how cheap Spark is right now. What else have we got? Monopoly Mike. There's a couple of buildings up like Trump Towers. How do we earn the opportunity to build something like that? Yeah, Trump Tower. These are landmarks. So every like month, probably twice a month, they do landmark auctions. Anything which is advertised as a landmark. What's the most recent one? There was like some gallery or something. Anything like that, you will have a special property, like a special structure that you can build on it. So they will always be extremely valuable. Congratulations to anybody who's managed to afford one of those. I see that Maurice already answered that question, but there you go. Joseph Wilson comments on the treasure hunting, says, I think the current form will always be in the game. There may be variations of it with cars. Yeah, you might be right. It might just be that they have to adjust the amount of time that it takes to get a treasure, because it's going to take a lot longer for you to find a treasure, I think. Like when real world movement comes into the game, there's no way you can expect somebody to find a treasure in 5 minutes, because it might take you 5 minutes to drive from one side of the city to the other, or more, depending on how big the city is and how fast your car is. So yeah, the treasure hunting rewards will have to be boosted up for a start, and the amount of time that you'll be given to do it will be increased as well, presumably. But we'll keep an eye out for that. That'll be really fun. Any other questions? Shout out to the New Orleans hodlers. Hey, I'm a fan of New Orleans. It's one of my favorite cities. I've got some really cool properties. Does anyone else have any cool properties they want to show off while we're in the chat? But let me show off, because I did really well in the New Orleans release back in the day. man, I managed to predict like so many of the collections there. I was quite proud. But yeah, in the central business district, I grabbed a bunch of stuff because people were speculating so hard in the French Quarter that there weren't that many people in the CBD, which did end up becoming a collection, of course. But look at this. Once it loads, this right here is these are all huge properties in the CBD, just down from the train station, and they're right near some landmarks. And this is a collection street. Yeah, this is St. Charles Avenue. So these properties here are all on St. Charles Avenue. Actually, I'm not sure if this one is, but yeah, these three certainly are. And this one is huge. This is like one of my favorite properties that I own. I minted it. It's 860 St. Charles Avenue. I minted it for 87,000. I feel like it has to be worth, I don't know. It's going to be worth at least 400k, I think. I don't think I'd sell it for that much. But yeah. Oh, the chat's gone quiet. Where is everybody? I'm not sure how long I'm going to be streaming. But I just wanted to publish the winner of the Manhattan townhouse winner. Monopoly Mike, you're in the CBD, are you? It's a good place to be. How much Spark did you win during the Spark Week hunts? I won 0 Spark. Not for a lack of trying. I'm just not very good. I'm just not very good at treasure hunting. And I did so many. Like I do a lot of standard hunts, and I'm okay at those. I was doing like 10 hunts a day, and I never won a single piece of Spark. So I don't know if I'm the most unlucky person of all time, or what. But yeah, I probably did about 40 hunts, and I didn't win a single piece of Spark. Weird, but I guess. Yeah, it kind of brings me down a little bit, to be honest, but whatever. Oh my god, I've got a new channel member. Hey, jump in the house. Welcome, welcome. I will upgrade your rank on the Club Radish Discord server, and you'll get access to the private chat where you can hang out with me and the other channel members. So yeah. Anybody else who wants to become a channel member, there's on my Discord. There's all of the details about what you get. It's a cool place to hang out. So thank you very much, Jump in the House, for that. Oh yeah, and please message me on Discord with your Discord name so I can change your rank on Club Radish. Milderland says 7503 North Lewis Avenue. Let's have a look. Actually, let's start with Joseph Wilson. He said first. Let's have a look. In Bell Harbour, Queens. I've heard a lot about the Bell Harbour community. It's true. There are so many. I might have to do a video on like these communities that most people haven't heard about, but they're really up and coming. I can't remember which city it was, but there's like French Road or something. They're doing tons of racing tracks there, and the whole thing is getting built up so well. Oh, is this the one? Is this the one you were talking about? Yeah. 121 Beach Street. Oh yeah. Let me have a look at the street view here. This is a good place to be. Oh my god. Wow. Can you imagine living here? Look at that. You're literally on the beach. Sorry, what? No standing? No standing allowed at Joseph Wilson's house. Oh man, this is sweet. I bet there'd be so much sand. Look at all the sand on the road. Just get a bit of wind and then it's like, whoosh. Got to watch out for that. But oh my god, that's a beautiful house. I absolutely agree that this area in general is going to become more valuable over time. I don't have any I've got like one property on the Rockaway, I've been spending too much money in Holliswood. I can't afford to spend money everywhere. But yeah, Bell Harbour, nice, very good. I know there's a node being built in Neponsit as well. I don't know if there's any Neponsit holders in chat, but yeah. Oh yeah, turn on the buildings. Sorry, let me do that. Yeah. I turned them off because I've been treasure hunting. Here's a top tip, by the way. If you want to slightly increase your treasure hunting, turn off other explorers, turn off buildings, all of that. It all makes a difference. So let me just quickly go back to that address now that I've got buildings turned on. I'm sorry, I totally forgot. I probably should have had them turned on when I was looking at Holliswood as well, but... Oh, yeah, here we go. Alright, so, there's like a, is there a colour scheme going on here? Sort of like blue and white. That works with the beach theme. I don't know if that is an agreed colour scheme, but certainly that house looks very pleasant. You can see a lot of houses being built here. Has anyone else got any communities they want to shout out? And I will take a look, because that might be fun. What else have we got? Oh yeah, hi Berg, I think you did ask this before. Yes, of course I will make a collection speculation video on Vegas. Are you kidding me? The collection speculation videos are the best watched videos on my channel by a magnitude of like 3. So yeah, I'm obviously going to do a collection speculation video on Vegas, if assuming Vegas is the next city. I have been doing research on Vegas, not only because I think it's going to be the next city, but also because I'm going to be going there, for Genesis Week, and I want to know what's worth seeing. I'm only going to be there for a couple of days, but yeah. Monopoly Mike, not a great hunter, but on average for standard treasure hunts, I'll be getting 1 spark chest for every 20 hunts. That's roughly what I used to get as well. I think I'm on a bit of a losing streak, but whatever. No colour rules for Bell Harbour. You heard it here first. Bell Harbour, get in, start building. It's going to become quite an exclusive area from what I can tell. Very lovely place to live. Glenview in Oakland is one from Phillip Streets, which I do know about. But I haven't really checked it out. So let's go have a look at Glenview. Let's go see some nice parts of the map. How about that? A lot of the OG nodes are in Oakland because that was sort of when this whole, well, most of the OG ones are in San Francisco, but that, like, West Coast in general has quite a few. I think because West Coast first had building, I think. So people sort of built over there. I'm sorry that my computer's being a little bit slow. It's because I'm streaming as well. I'm hoping the quality of the stream is okay. That's the most important thing. But it does mean that navigating this map is taking a little bit longer than it otherwise would. Right, whereabouts in Oakland is Glenview? That is the question. I think if I type it in, you can see I have some properties in Oakland, not too many. Ah, here we go. We've got the map. So where is Glenview? There it is. I see it. I'm zooming in. It's near Piedmont, which I own a fair few properties there. Let's see how this is getting built up. This is one which I've heard about. I'm not sure if it's impossible to get into now. I think it probably is. But yeah, let's take a look. This is one of the most impressive nodes, I believe. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, nice. Oh, very colourful. Oh, it's very pretty. I'm not sure if they have any... Wow, look at this! Man, how much are these properties going for? Too much, I imagine. I can't really say anything because I own properties in Century City and those prices are crazy. 45,000 UPIX. That's not too bad. You can get in Glenview. I would, but I'm trying to accumulate money for other reasons. But yeah, Glenview looking very impressive. What else have we got? Hyde Park is going to be a martial arts enthusiasts node. Yes, it is. I need to give that a shout out actually. Hyde Park. Yeah. I'm gonna give that its own special segment. But yeah, absolutely. Please check out Hyde Park. I believe that's in Los Angeles. Mosswood. Yeah, Mosswood is one of the OGs. Old Town Chicago. Oh yeah, isn't that? Oh, Henry Ford. Henry Ford's in Detroit. I know that one. Sorry, I'm going a bit off topic here. People are just shouting out. Yeah, Hyde Park in Los Angeles. Old Town Chicago is one which I vaguely heard about. I think that's a new node, isn't it? Old Town. I might own properties there by accident. Because it's quite a small neighborhood, isn't it? Let's go. The thing I love about nodes like Hyde Park in Los Angeles is that it's targeting such an interesting niche. Like if you are interested in the martial arts scene, I feel like you have to mint some properties there. That's such a no-brainer. Oh man, I don't own any properties in Old Town. I own some on the Gold Coast, just next to it. This is a fairly new node. I seem to remember seeing people advertise it recently. And you can still get in here at a pretty good price. So I'll have to do some research on that. Like, what is the vision for Old Town? I don't know. I know it's a very pretty part of the city. Is there a racetrack going to be there? Like, are we going to get meta ventures? Whatever. If there is a good premise for it, I might jump in because it's quite accessible. Excuse me. Here we go. Anyone else? Anyone else want to chat? I'm here as long as, to be honest, this is kind of my video for the day. I just want to kind of apologise to everybody, I guess, for being a bit... Haven't had much content on the channel recently. It's been a pretty slow period, really. But I've been taking some notes. I don't know if you can see. I've been taking some notes on video ideas. So some stuff which is coming up. More whale watching is something that people seem excited about. A video on, you know, where would I be buying right now, which is always a popular one. Racetrack regulations, because the Upland Racing League have recently announced some guidelines for creating official racetracks, so I might go through that. Things not to do when starting Upland, that sounds fun. Just maybe a tour of some of the racetracks that already exist. Genesis Week and what I would like to see. A video about meta ventures and the value of block explorers. Anything else? What other videos do people want to see? Because I'm trying to crank up the content a little bit over the next week or two. You know, just to give, because people love it and I love it. I like making videos for you guys. And also, how has this worked? Do you want to see more live streams? Because I really like doing live streams, but I don't know if the demand is there for it. It obviously is quite time consuming, but I was thinking if I managed to get into a regular rhythm of live streaming, maybe do it every weekend, then maybe more people would join, because they'd be like, oh yeah, he's there every Saturday or every Sunday. So yeah. Thank you very much, Monopoly Mike and Keith Olsen, for your positive comments. What could we do to keep the Discord more active? That is a good question. Maybe, I don't know. I'm happy to take some feedback on that one. To be honest, there's lots of people involved on my Discord, but yeah, it's been pretty quiet recently. But the game has been kind of quiet recently. I'm not going to do anything dramatic until after Genesis week, because I really do think we're going to see quite a lot there. There's going to be a lot to talk about, a lot of things for people to get excited about. Hey, Joseph Wilson, it was great to see you. Yeah, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in the next live stream. Yeah, I'll set up a schedule of live streams. How about in my next video, I'll say thank you everybody who joined in on my live stream, and yeah, here's how you can tune into the next one. Music. Yeah, Philip Streets knows what's up. Music on live streams. That's a good idea. I'm gonna make a note of that. So a better schedule, which is kind of public music. Yeah, the Queen's Jubilee. I've got an event planned for Friday and Saturday for the Queen's Jubilee. Yawns, you're not too late. I'm still streaming. I'm just waving off people who are disappearing already. But I do have plans soon, so yeah. Yeah, so I've got things going on for the Queen's Jubilee. For those of you who aren't based in the UK, there are bank holidays on Thursday and Friday next week. So, because the Queen has been in power for, well, she's been the Queen for 60 years? 70 years? It's got to be 70, right? I think. It's a very, very important event. I know people are going to make fun of it. British, God save the Queen, 70 years. But honestly, it's kind of hard to explain to people not based in the in the UK. But the Queen has an anniversary for when she was coronated, and she's obviously getting very old now. This will probably be the last Jubilee, and it's basically a massive party. The entire country will have the day off, and we'll just be celebrating the Queen. It's the most British thing you've ever heard. So yeah, I have a couple of holiday days next week because of that, and I've got some parties to attend, so that'll be fun. Marie Cyclone says, not just block explorers worth, but building them and their use once we're driving cars. Yeah, so that's a good idea for a video. Let's talk about not just whether it's worth buying block explorers, but, you know, why? Why buy them? So value plus purpose. Yep, I like that. Yeah, Monopoly Mike, you're absolutely right. Everyone's building up UpPicks for Vegas. I'm trying my best to build UpPicks for Vegas. Obviously, my net worth has actually gone down just because I've been paying incentives for Holliswood, but that seems to be yielding results, so I'm happy about that. Bangers and mash for the win. Yes, Mahes. Yes, that's exactly it. I'll be eating some some bangers and mash, I'm sure. Yeah, Liverpool lost. It's a shame, but it was a good game. Yeah. Man, it's been a fantastic live stream. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. I'm just noting down some things which people are recommending for the channel and the live stream to make it even better next time. I'm probably going to start winding this down in the next 5-10 minutes or so. So yeah, anybody else who has anything they want to ask me, I'm pretty much responding to everything. Oh, I've got a DM on Discord. I will check that after the stream. I don't want to expose any private stuff live on stream, so I will do that. London for first Upland International City. I'd be surprised if it was London. I think for the first international city, they're going to do something closer to San Francisco, because that is most of the new gameplay features are going to be released in San Francisco first, because that was the Genesis city, and therefore the first international flight will probably be from San Francisco. So it makes sense the first international city. I reckon it's going to be something in Canada on the west coast. That's just my gut feeling. Is Vancouver over on the west coast? I reckon it could be Vancouver. That'd be cool. But I'd love it if it was London. And of course, that's one of the reasons that I'm so enthusiastic about Upland, right? If I just zoom out, look how early we are to Upland. We're talking about this right now. I'm talking to a live chat of like 10 people. I don't know. I can't see how many people I'm talking to right now. But Upland is going to grow, I think, like by magnitudes. So one day I'd like to be talking to 100, 200 people. That'd be awesome. But yeah, let me zoom out. This is the world, right? Upland has the entire world. It's all, you know, the country names are all on here. And look, we're barely plugging in. Like, there's still huge chunks of the US still to come. We've still got Miami. We've still got Dallas. We've still got, Las Vegas. Major cities in the US, which we've still got to go. And then that's just the US. Like, look at this. We've got Europe. We've got France, Spain, Italy, UK, Japan, India, Canada, Brazil. Oh my God, can you imagine Brazil? Australia. These are all places that, assuming Upland, keeps its head above water, can you imagine the amount of hype that's going to come from these international releases? It's going to be crazy. We are early to Upland. What else have we got people chatting? There's 18 of us. Blimey, that's more than I thought. Hello to everybody watching. Upland is still in beta, and it will be for a long time. Yeah. Vancouver is on the west coast. It's the only Canadian city in the west I could see them putting in Upland right now, even though Toronto on the east seems to be the obvious choice. I genuinely think the first international city is going to be something on the west coast. So Vancouver it is. Having said that, I know it's not technically international, but I could see them doing Hawaii as the first international city, because it is sort of like on a different landmass than the continental United States. Here's another interesting thing. While we're talking about real world movement, once we get cars and you can't just teleport from one city to another. Imagine we have real world travel and then we release London, right? That's going to create two entirely separate ecosystems, I think, because in order to collaborate with other users, it's going to be increasingly like you'll have to physically take your block explorer to a place, and we're already seeing that. Like, in order to participate in meta ventures or in order to collect things from a factory, you're going to have to actually be there. So what happens when we have European cities and all of the American cities? Like, these are going to be two completely different communities. You're going to have people who are specialized in Europe and people who are specialized in the US. And I almost guarantee the ultimate vision of Upland is that you're going to have logistics people who have who have big fleets of ships or whatever to transport goods from one place to another. So you'll have people setting up businesses like, right on the coast in Europe, and then can collect goods from America. It's going to be like the real world. That is absolutely the vision, because you're not going to be able to, if you've got some fancy car being built in Detroit, you're not just going to be able to teleport that over to your house in London. It's actually going to have to be transported there. That's going to take some time. That's going to take some money. And there's going to be people who are providing that service for you. I almost guarantee that is the vision. What else have we got? I'll have a few hundred in no time. Can you imagine if I'm streaming to 100 people? Man, that would be so cool. What have we got? Hey, Brett. Yeah. There's this is the thing. Like people, they look at Upland right now. They're like, yeah, it's kind of slow progress at the moment. But what they're trying to do here, technologically, is very very ambitious, and they're already cracking a lot of it. Right, like the recent city release in Queens was amazing. It was so smooth. They are working on it. Okay, they're developing stuff. We can't see half the stuff they're working on. Let's see what they've got to show us at Genesis Week. I think we're going to be impressed. Um, Upland is happening, okay? There's a reason that I've invested what I've invested. Um, Man, Upland. I'm so excited about it. Uh, I'm sorry, I could never pronounce your name. Shooter Group says, if Vegas, what are the long-term upsides? Will it be tier 2, a center for gaming and entertainment? I think it's a fair bet that it's going to be a center for gaming and entertainment. As for what sort of entertainment you'll be able to have in Upland, I don't know. They haven't really said too much about that, but we will be getting a roadmap update in Genesis Week, so maybe they'll cover it then. Shelter Group, thank you. Will it be a tier 2? Almost certainly yes, which is why I think I will be doing a node there. I think tier 2 is kind of my specialty. Tier 1 is maybe a little bit too exclusive. But yeah, tier 2, I think I could see myself doing a Vegas node. Who else have we got? Brett says that he's made a lot of profit and cashed out. Still has close to 100 properties, making 30,000 UPIX. I'm assuming that's about 30,000 a month. How could that not make you think positively about the future of Upland? Yes, oh my god. I'm making 30,000 UPIX a month is a big milestone because that's your 1,000 UPIX a day. I remember when I hit that, that was like a huge milestone to be able to say, yeah, I'm making $1 a day from Upland, basically. I know it's not that simple, but it is. $1 a day from Uplands, that's really nice. I'm up to, man, I don't want to humble brag, but but I will. What is mine currently? Where does it say? How do I find out how much I'm making per month? Properties. Here we go. About 300k per month. So I'm making about 10k a day. Most of that is currently going into Holliswood. But yeah, I'm feeling really good about it. I'm making enough that I can participate in every city release to the level, because it's kind of weird for me because I make YouTube content, so I sort of feel an obligation to have a certain amount of UPIX on hand to be able to participate properly in all the new city releases, to be able to give my honest feedback. Really, I want to be able to participate in cars when they come out. I don't know how much they're going to cost, but I feel like for the sake of the channel, I'll have to buy a car in order to show off like how that works and what, all of that. So there you go. Kryptonite says they're scared of big game studios and publishers. If they go all in on metaverse projects, Upland will have big competition. Yes, they will. I think the most likely scenario is that a big publisher might buy Upland. It's got such a large user base. It's got such a fantastic premise. They're building partnerships. The guys at the top at Upland are well aware of the big competition from major publishers. I reckon they're spending a significant amount of time trying to, figure that out and make sure that Upland stays on top. At the moment, we are doing really well, so not too worried. I'm sure they've got something planned. Monopoly Mike says, has anyone heard anything about being able to live stream games from NFL stadiums? I haven't heard anything about it, but I feel like that is going to be part of the end game for the experience side of Upland. It just feels right to me. From Devin, best time to buy is now. I think the market will get hotter in the summer and fall when the NFL starts back up again. Oh, when you say fall, you mean autumn. That you think the market will get stronger as the year goes on. Yeah, yeah, this is the time to buy. I've been buying collections, actually. You can get some crazy deals on collections at the moment. Uh, so yeah, keep an eye out for that. I've been buying some exclusive stuff at like below mint in some cases, which is like just a few months ago you wouldn't have been able to get any exclusive collection properties in Chicago for less than like 200,000 UPIX. Now you can get them for like 80,000. It's so cheap. Unfortunately, I already filled out all those collections, but yeah, people, when you're living in the moment, you're like, but the prices could go down further. And then a few months down the road, they're like, I wish I'd bought those Chicago Chinatowns when they were just 80k, and now they're 300k. So, yeah, this is the time to buy. But I understand that it is a tough market everywhere, and not everybody has the money to spend in Upland right now. I totally get that. But if you do, it's a good time to buy. That's all I'm saying. What is the final objective for Holliswood? Are you the dictator? Yes, I am the dictator of Holliswood. Bow down. No. What is the final objective? I just want it to be a really well-rounded node with a lot of development. I'm going to build a racetrack. It's just going to become like an iconic part of Queens in the Upland metaverse. They'll be like, is there any voting? No, I don't have any of that. I might change my mind, but at the moment, it's completely down to me. But I own property in Holliswood, so I feel like that's fine. Maybe if you're uncomfortable with that, then maybe Holliswood isn't the place for you, but I don't think many nodes have democracy. I don't know. What I am thinking though is as we release in more cities and I get more nodes, maybe I'll have some kind of council because it'll be impossible to maintain all of these different nodes to the level that they deserve. It's tough enough just maintaining Holliswood, to be honest. So yeah, there will be, I'll delegate stuff. Maybe there'll be some sort of voting system down the line. I don't have anything planned right now, but yeah, it's worth talking about. Yeah, they'd need to deal with the NFL, not the NFLPA, to make that happen. Yeah, you're probably right, but it could happen. Right, let's have a look. What is this? Shelter Group says, look at 71st Road in Kew Gardens Hills. Both sides have been bought up by Shiv Shambu. They're clearly a big player. I have no idea. I'll have a look. They might have some connection to it, but I've never heard of that player, so I wouldn't know how to get hold of them. I'm American. I don't trust the British. Hey now. This is the British opportunity to buy back America. Why do you think I've gone so hard in New York? I'm buying back the colonies one city at a time. I know that people say that my accent makes me sound like I've got I do sound a bit villainous. I sound like a charismatic villain. I know. I can't help it. This is just how I am. But I promise you that if you're on my side, together we're gonna take over the Upland metaverse. Okay, we're gonna do it together. I look after my people. Yeah, you've got nothing to fear if you are on the side of Upland Analysis. That's all I'm gonna say. The redcoats are here. Wag me. Yeah, we're all gonna make it. Come on, guys, get on board. I do look a bit like do I? Do I look like I haven't watched Despicable Me. I've watched Minions, I think. I can't remember his name. That's funny though. What do you see from Brett with further variety on the utility of own properties? Billboards. Yeah. there's going to be all of that. I think that's been confirmed. You're going to be able to advertise. You're going to have like billboards on your properties and stuff like that. That's why I'm going pretty hardcore on Portage Park's racetrack, actually, because we of course recently had the Hidden Gems Chicago event, and it just so happens that a few of these properties that were available to mint were in Portage Park, and some of them were on the racetrack. So while you guys were like off trying to grab collection properties in Chicago as part of the Hidden Gems event, I'd already done my research and I knew where this Portage Park racetrack was, and I thought, I want to be able to advertise Upland Analysis along here. So I know for sure that the racetrack is going along this West Irving Park Road here, and I managed to get a bank of 4 properties here. Yeah, and I'm just going to be I'm going to be advertising on these if it zooms in. So yeah, we will be able to do stuff like that, and I'm buying properties with the intention of doing that. So yeah, there you go. Oh, there's a send on my property. That's nice. Right, what else have we got? Vanilla Tastic says that you're going to buy up England to take back the Danelaw. Blimey, that's going back even further. Yeah, that's the thing about the metaverse, right? We can we can repeat history. Although, as Kryptonite said, maybe some history is more more troubling than others. But yeah. The best trade the Brits ever pulled off was Manhattan for Run Island. Yeah, man, there's a lot of interesting history that you can that we can try and recreate. Ray, I'm on your Discord for Holliswood. Can I send a message on Discord to be part of the chat? Hang on, you're already in it, aren't you? I'm confused. You're on the Discord. Send a message on Discord to be part of the chat in Discord. You have to send me a DM. I'll figure it out, don't you worry. What route are you planning on the racetrack in Holliswood? I haven't 100% confirmed what I'm doing for that, but there is going to be one. I'm going to try and involve as much of Holliswood as possible so that lots of you guys will benefit from being directly on a racetrack. But even if you're not directly on the racetrack, I think the entire value of Holliswood should increase. You know, because it's not just the track that the cars go around, right? You have businesses could be set up to support that racetrack, and car parking and fuel stations and all of that. So if you're in Holliswood, you're going to benefit from having this racetrack. So I haven't confirmed what the route is going to be. The only thing which I can say is that it's very likely to utilize, there's a roundabout in the middle. I'd love to use the roundabout because you don't see many of those in America, and they're quite a British thing, roundabouts. So, or at least a European thing. Basically just not an American thing. So, yeah. Man, any more? Otherwise I'm going to disappear because I'm going to be watching Top Gun in about 45 minutes. So, I better get ready for that. Thank you so much, everybody who tuned in to this live stream, by the way. And I can't remember who it was, but whoever joined as a new channel member, you're a legend. Please send me a message on Discord and I'll get your rank upgraded so you can chat with me and the other channel members. Yeah. Everybody, I love you all. Please stay tuned for more live streams. This was a lot of fun. And I'll try and make it a scheduled thing so you can kind of, yeah, tune in more regular. So, yeah, thank you very much, everybody. Have a fantastic rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.